G'day folks, Scott here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm reviewing another television show. This week I watched 13 Reasons Why. Now this show wasn't on my radar. I'd seen a trailer pop up on Netflix. It looked like a high school teen drama. It didn't appeal to me at all. I did hear some positive things, but it was when my wife had some friends recommend it to her and she seemed really keen on watching it. I make her watch all kinds of shit, so for her to want to watch a show, then, as long as it's not reality TV, then I'm going to watch it. So we put it on, and I was really, really surprised. It's a really good show. Now, I'd never heard of it. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know that it was a very famous book. It's some dark shit, man. It's a really, really unhappy story. The basic premise, which you'll see in the trailers or ads for the show anyway, so I don't feel like I'm really going into spoilers here, but, here goes. It's about a girl named Hannah Baker who killed herself. Now, a whole bunch of events had led up to Hannah making that decision and going through with it, and a bunch of people had helped contribute to that decision she'd made as well. So what she had done is recorded 13 audio cassettes that she had basically done, one per person or reason as to what had led her to make this really sad decision. The way it worked was that she entrusted one person to sort of oversee that this box of cassettes moved from one person to the next through the 13 people who were directly involved in this situation. And we follow the main character of this show, whose name is Clay, who's a fair way down the line to receive these tapes and have to listen to them. He had a pretty special relationship with Hannah. I won't go too deep into details on that, but he struggled, getting through all this, and it's some really dark and harrowing shit. Now, this is a high school movie. High school is a pretty savage place. High school is an even more savage place now, it seems, in the age of social media, where everything is immediately online forever and can't be taken back. So, pretty intense story. It's a pretty intense situation, dealing with suicide and sexual assault and bullying and all these kind of really dark themes. What I appreciate is that the show did it very well, very thoughtfully, very tastefully. It was very confrontational and very in your face, like it was, it didn't shy away from anything. In fact, it lingered on some things, which I think do, how horrific these things are, probably justice, to show what they are. I think, obviously this show has been made to be seen by people in that age group to show that suicide is not a good option, and there's always, better things, but I don't want to go too heavily into that. It's a dark show. Now, in a lot of ways, though, it reminded me of something that was actually not that dark and something that was very dark. It's kind of, for me, a blending of Twin Peaks and The Breakfast Club, ironically. Now, I say The Breakfast Club before you get your titties in a twist there. That basically, that was a quintessential movie, especially from my teen years, about that high school experience. Although The Breakfast Club is a really funny comedy movie, as well as having some pretty, serious themes and overtones in it, 13 Reasons Why is not in the least bit lighthearted or funny. But the comparison is there in the fact they both really cover those high school archetypes very, very faithfully. Breakfast Club was only about a much smaller group of kids, but it fit into that jock, rebel, cheerleader, outcast, nerd, sporto guy kind of thing. And 13 Reasons Why obviously covers all those archetypes as well, but just in a much more drawn out thing. Obviously 13 1-hour episodes versus a 90-minute to 2-hour movie, completely different, but the comparison was there and it reminded me a lot of it. Would I recommend this show? For me, it was really, really well told story. The way they filtered information out throughout those 13 episodes to reach, the conclusion at the end was very well done. It was very good, but it's still a teen drama. It's not really my usual bag. So it's interesting, like if you normally watch the same kind of stuff I watch, then perhaps you'll get into it, perhaps you won't. I really don't know, but I really thought it was a clever show. It was very well done. It's just harrowing. But very well done. Really good, superb young cast. Lots of great performances. Yeah, it was good. So if you can go on the dark side of things and you do like that more sort of, depressing nature, and you can deal with concepts like suicide and sexual assault and bullying in a pretty explicit manner, then yeah, do yourself a favor and watch this show. Outside of that, if you shy away from those things, or if you have personal experiences with those things and don't need reminding of such things, then I'd probably avoid it. But I enjoyed the show. My wife enjoyed the show. I'm glad I watched it. It's just heavy going. So that's all I've really got to say about that. I hope you enjoyed the review. I think you should probably check the show out. And I'll be back to review some other stuff really soon. As always, thanks for watching. See you later.